The historic heat that Jeff was talking about in the West is blamed for what may be record-breaking hospitalizations in Washington state. Hospitals report nearly 1,800 emergency room visits for heat-related illness in this past week. At least 100 people have died in the West, and that includes a farm worker in Oregon. The punishing heat is bad news for all farm workers in that region. Lilia Luciano looks at efforts to protect them.
For nearly a week, farm workers at this southern Washington state cherry farm have faced temperatures as high as 113 degrees.
This is a crisis. It's an emergency.
We followed volunteers with the United Farm Workers Union as they handed out cold drinks.
Buenos días.
Buenos días. And explained the signs of heat exhaustion and heat stroke. Yolanda Carrion told us farm workers, who are typically paid by the amount of crops they pick, are often hesitant to take breaks.
What does it feel like in this heat?
La primer día que empezó bien caliente sí sentía poco de como náuseas.
You start feeling nauseous.
This heat wave has been different. It's been a lot harder.
Many, including this 11-year-old named Juan, start their shift as early as 3 a.m. to avoid the heat.
And until what time are you working?
I don't really know.
Now, the United Farm Workers Union is pushing for safeguards like those already in place in California.
We are demanding that the governor implement emergency rules for this heat crisis for our farm workers here in Washington state. They need cold water, they need rest breaks, and they need shade in the fields.
Sebastián Francisco Pérez, presente.
Volunteers also honored farm workers who have lost their lives, including Sebastián Francisco Pérez, an Oregon farm worker from Guatemala who died last weekend. His death raises concerns about the heat in the weeks and months ahead.
One thing that worries me the most is that there's children out here working and that a lot of the workers don't feel comfortable calling 911.
That was Lilia Luciano reporting from Washington state.